nilagay ko na kainan sa doon. Squid? Hindi gusto?
Oh my God.
Pintuan ang pintuan, ha?
Bilang tas.
Kasi, bastos ka. Yes.
There's sama din ba?
Fast cash loan.
No more juice. Oh.
Install and go.
How are you guys?
I'm fish. I'm fish. May wala akong tablet.
Can I see?
No. It's on my bed. I'm literally gonna draw. I'm recording right now. I'm gonna post it.
Oh. What kind of tablet is
TikTok.
that?
Honor, I think.
Duh.
And it came with a smart keyboard. It came with a smart keyboard.
Zelda's dad is my go-to when it comes to the unknown. He's not too familiar with the Triforce, but says the great sky spirit Levias is, who resides in the Thunderhead Cloud. Instructor Olin warns me Levias hasn't been acting himself, and teaches me the spiral charge technique to be prepared. Also, the Lumpy Pumpkin's owner offers a large pumpkin soup every year to Levias. I volunteer to deliver it inside the Thunderhead, hoping the smell will attract the sky spirit. Not a minute later, Levias appears with some odd eyeball tentacles dangling from his body. That's probably why he's gone loco, and the spiral changes just what the doctor ordered, followed by an additional 3 doses. One more eye remains connected to the back spout. Thanks for your help, my Loftwing. I'll go alone from here. Going solo seemed like the wrong call at first, because I was not ready for the mucus being coughed at me. Arrows didn't work, whipping didn't work, the parasite's own mucus? That worked. To slay this parasite the right way, I had to swing my sword sideways in order to decommission its frills. Then I revert back towards the eye, causing it to fluster and fall, leaving its eye vulnerable. Frustrated and on the brink of death, the creature spasms, eventually imploding from the inside out. Levias was in fact possessed by the infiltrator and is now back in control. Meanwhile, Link is only the size of a shrimp compared to this whale, so I'm praying he doesn't get flung off. I inquire of the Triforce, to which Levias responds, not knowing the location, but knows the clue to finding it. It is hidden in the Song of the Hero. The goddess split the song into 4 parts. One is entrusted to Levias, and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. I go first to Farron, since I've already established a rapport with her. During my skydiving descent, Fi reports there is something unusual preventing us from the woods. The connecting gate is shut, so I head to the sealed grounds. You've gotta be kidding me. Demise's imprisoned form escaped again?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
And he can fly now? Bruce, you know what to do. That's right, this is a no-fly zone. Hopefully I can handle it from here, because Groos's bomb stash has been blocked off. Groose, he's flying again. What do we do?
Throw me.
That was a close one. And stay in there! We regroup in the temple where the old one updates me that the Farum Woods have strangely flooded, but Groose has an idea. 10 out of 10 dive, if I say so myself. How the heck did this happen? It hasn't rained that much. Oi, did you do this? And do you happen to know part of the Song of the Hero by any chance? Monsters have been overrunning the woods, so she did indeed cause the mass flooding here. What's annoying is she thinks I have to prove myself worthy of her part of the song. By doing what exactly? By collecting musical tadpoles called tadtones, that's how. The end of the world could be any hour now, and you choose to waste my time doing this? I didn't really have a choice, so here are all your tadtones. Alright, that's enough. Oh, and drain the water while you're at it. On to Elden Volcano, where an eruption caused turbulence on my glide down, resulting in me blacking out. I regained consciousness in a jail cell, appearing to have been captured by the Bokoblins. They took all of my items too. I tried everything, but there was no way out. Then all of a sudden, Platts dug into my cell. You know, the Magma I chased down back in the Fire Sanctuary? He's returning the favor for me for what I did clearing out those monsters from the Sanctuary. He stole back my Magma mitts. Thanks, bud. I'ma head out. Now to reclaim my other stolen gear. Commence Operation Stealth Mission. Ghost Bellows acquired. If anyone sees me, I'll make sure I'm the last thing they ever saw. Claw shots, baby. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Got got the whip back. A bomb drive-by. They didn't stand a chance. Whoa, slingshot. This is worthless. As I summoned into the volcano, I recovered the...
How old are you now?
Well, they're celebrating my birthday early since school on my birthday, so I'm technically still 9, but I'm gonna be 10 tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
rest of my belongings, but unfortunately got caught in the end and had to make a run for it. Wait, what am I doing? I have my weapons back. Die, you low-level vermin! A few minutes later, I had stumbled upon Eldon the Fire Dragon. I asked for his part of the song, and he sang it for me right away. Wow, I actually really appreciate that. Thanks for not sending me on a fetch quest like your water sibling. That leaves Lanayru next on my radar. There used to be a Goron blocking this path, and as you can see, he's no longer there. I crawled through what I couldn't before, which led me to the gorge where I found Lanayru. Woo! You know you did. Not to worry, I've already ordered Amazon Prime shipping for a time zone to be delivered. There you go, Thunder Dragon. Lanayru may have been revived, but he caught an illness and is in no shape to sing. Thankfully, the caring robots were worried about the Thunder Dragon and planted a seedling from the Tree of Life nearby. Instead of waiting years for it to grow, I traveled back in time, planted it in the sealed temple, went back to the present, and then sowed what I reaped. Yeah, I cheesed the process, but it was worth it for this all-healing fruit. The Thunder Dragon is in great shape again, and in return, sings his part of the song. All together now, all four of you for one big finale, singing all of your parts at the Isle of Songs. The Song of the Hero is now complete. Vi then reports there is one last trial gate to be opened with a new song to be found at Skyloft. She calibrates my dowsing technique to find it, and there it is in front of the Light Tower. We play the song, enter the goddess's silent realm to collect tears, and all I have to say is, nobody cares! Save for the stone trials. I need that. Except I don't know how to use it. Oh, Zelda's dead! Perhaps the town fortune teller knows? A fortune teller! Huh? Where he at? I better check his house. Well, looky here. Someone's playing hooky from work. My crystal ball is shattered. How convenient. There's a replacement just outside the Earth Temple. There's a lot of backtracking in this Zelda game. Anyways, with his new crystal ball, the fortune teller advises me there is an odd bird statue in Skyloft with one of its gem-like eyes missing. After some searching, I came across the statue, inserted the Stone of Trials, watched it spin around a few times, then it took aim and fired. Cannonball!
That didn't work.
Patience is a virtue, Link. Just watch. I present to you The Legend of Zelda and the Chamber of Secrets. Deploy clock shot targets.
Bago nga daw ako. Ha?
Ito yung sabi.
Kuya.
Kuya Midanek.
Kaya pala hindi nag-reply sa akin.
Kuya Midanek. Yung TikTok na alam ko. TikTok yan.
Ang pangalan.
Shelly.
Shelly, ay lang.
Completely blocking my way.
This is it, the final dungeon, Sky Keep. Upon entering is a freebie chest containing the dungeon map. That's because in the next room over there is a sliding puzzle that gives Link limited control over the chambers of the dungeon. In my eyes, the Sky Keep seems to be an amalgamation of all the items Link has accumulated throughout his journey, and the gimmicks from previous dungeons. Instead of showing you what I've already done in earlier gameplay, I'm going to focus on what makes this place different, that being the navigation system. Stored here are the 3 pieces of Triforce. I have to shuffle around the chamber room pieces to create a functional layout in order to reach them. However, I cannot maneuver the square I'm currently in. I know I just said I'm not going to focus on derivative gameplay, but this bomb bowling section was like a pseudo mini-game. And look who I ran into. He looks a little different compared to the last one I made walk the plank. Nonetheless, bye Felicia, and hello Triforce of Courage. 1 down, 2 to go. For the second piece, I'm going to run through some areas I've already been to, which should cut down on time, since I've already cleared those enemies and puzzles. Only new thing to steer was the Lava Cruise. Before I knew it, the Triforce of Power was mine. The third piece was the trickiest to connect to since it only had a door on its left side. It wasn't much of a pain though. though. All I had to do was access the puzzle in another chamber, and voila! I eventually figured it out. One ore puzzle later, along with some archery and platforming, brought me to the Triforce of Wisdom. There was no boss to fight, so straight to the goddess statue I went, where the complete Triforce formed. This triggers the sect with the goddess statue from Skyloft to disconnect and descend down to the surface. Will you ever just please give up? Oh, never mind. It looks like you're going to be my landing pad. It's a perfect fit, as it looks like this is where it originally came from. Vi detects the Triforce has successfully eradicated Demise, and that Zelda no longer needs to be sealed away. Link smiles with joy at the thought of reuniting with his lifelong friend. Link rushes inside the temple just in time to see Zelda break free. The three Hylians reunite, and according to my headcanon, each of them represents a part of the Triforce. I mean, come on, doesn't Groose look like he could be the ancestor of the Gerudos? Groose, what are you doing? He's macking on the old lady. Girahim, I should have looked for an opportunity to kill you. Since his master is dead now, he's going to take Zelda to the past, where Demise can still be revived. Groose and the old one try to stop him, but to no avail. Startled from the beam blast, Link is unable to react and is forced to watch Girahim get away. There's no time to lose. Link, enter the gate now! In the past, Girahim forced his way past Impa, and for what I can only imagine is some sort of evil ritual, Girahim is dancing around Zelda. Girahim still needs a few more minutes to cast the revival spell, so he summons a horde of bokoblins to slow me down from getting to him. I couldn't help but think this brawl felt similar to the hack and slash Hyrule Warriors. You're far too quick, boy. What do you expect me to do? Play chess with the bokoblins? Not in the mood for jokes. Girahim launches Zelda out of reach, then elevates himself and I with a magical platform, all while transforming in the process, revealing his final form. Vi analyzes the situation and concludes none of my weapons will be effective against him. Sadly, she is right. The Master Sword doesn't even scratch him. Still, I keep up the pressure, then discover I can knock him off. He's down. I gotta hurry. One fatal blow coming right up. Get up, Girahim, so I can defeat you. Your tricks don't work on me. Electric hands? Ha! You forgot you're still unprotected anywhere else? Fatal blow number 2. Again? Seriously? Fatal blow number 3. The third stab brings down the house, eliminating his magical platform. It's not over yet, though. He brings out his sword and frankly kicks the crap out of me. I was going way too aggro against him. Very pleased. This time I kept my distance, and to my surprise, Girahim started a volley with fiery discs. As long as I spam swipe with my sword, I'm totally safe here. Girahim eventually fails to deflect it back, leaving an opening for me to pierce his chest. He gives it another go and quickly learns this method isn't working out for him. Desperate, he draws his Buster Blade, and I gotta say, I'm disappointed. Girahim's skin is impenetrable, but his broadsword shatters if struck at with a perpendicular angle. I got this in the bag. Overwhelmed, Girahim falls to his knees and bursts out laughing. He didn't need to beat me. He was stalling, so the ritual had been completed. Darkness rushes through the air, and are you joking me? Not this thing again. Careful what you wish for, Andrew, because you're not fighting me in prison again. He absorbs Zelda's soul, regaining his Demon King form. Demise has been resurrected. Girahim welcomes back his master, to which Demise responds by knocking out his servant. Girahim evilly laughs as his purpose for his master comes to an end, then